set, go like a Lambo on the road. Got my VV stash, all the gems they glow. VV crew, we never lose. Collectors at heart, we break the news. Be on informant, catch the vibe. In the V-verse, where we thrive. Snap it in AR, see it come alive. Animated statues, dreams realized. Blackpink, YG, iconic, we rise. Living in the future, see the stars align. When the drops hit, they like where my BB at. Animated statues, Marvel got the cues. Lambo, Flex, and YG brands too. Oh, Disney magic in the act, talking high pass. Collectors at heart, got my VV stash. V going live, on informant dive. V metaverse coming, we be BVI.
Well, howdy, folks. I figured I'll have like two people here. You can be on Veve, you could be watching both, but if you are watching here, I would still have a screen up for Veve because they're going to be doing giveaways. So you want to partake. I figured we'll listen together. I don't know what's going to happen. Maybe we'll get something on the Veve logos. Maybe we'll get some updates that we weren't expecting. So, but I'm hoping if we hear something on the Marvel logo, we can deal with it then. It could make it blow up, or it could bring the value down or whatever like that. So we'll just chill out here. If you have any questions, let me know. How do we say that? Dantger. How's it going, man? I've seen you here before, so I know you. All right, it's gonna start here. Hold on.
Hey everybody, how you doing? We're back for another live stream. This is episode 4 on the Veve YouTube channel. Of course, you got myself, my collectibles.
Let me know if everyone can hear this.
Corey, he's here right now. Again, our content producer.
Hello.
And Diana, our content manager. How you guys doing?
Living the dream. Excited for today. A lot of cool things to talk about in the live stream. So that's a cool one. Always fun whenever we get to announce some stuff.
Yeah. How about you, Diana? How you doing today?
Announcing stuff.
Well, it's first thing Friday morning for me. The future's looking bright, so I'm happy. And I just watched Agatha Harkness last night, Agatha All Along, so I'm ready to go and to talk about all of that.
That's awesome. Yeah, we're going to cover that a little bit later. We're going to get into that, the comic we had and all of that. Everybody watching, just so you know, we have giveaways going on today throughout the whole show. And so basically we have 3 that are going to go out. We have our awesome mods. Thank you so much for helping out today in the chat. What they're going to do is randomly draw 3 of you from your comments in the chat, just as you're hanging out and participating and stuff like that. And then after the show, you'll get contacted through our Discord, and then we'll post you up on our socials as well. And we'll get you those giveaways. So just participate in the chat, hang out, ask a question if you want. We got a chock-a-block show today, and we're going to start it out actually with a new IP reveal, and a guest that we have that is joining us today. And this is pretty awesome, very monumental. I know, Corey, you're really excited about this with the stamps and everything. So we're going to bring him up now and say hi to him, and we'll just get right into that, you guys. Here we go.
Here we go, people.
Get rid of you.
They're releasing another logo.
Hey,
we're back.
Wait, we already saw
everybody.
this.
I want to introduce you to Oscar, and Oscar is with Stanley Gibbons, and he's joined us today. We're going to be chatting with you about our new IP that's coming. And how are you doing? First of all, Oscar, thanks for joining us.
Oh, well, no, thank you for inviting me here live. And I'm doing good. It's a bit late here in London, but in the UK. But no, it's good to be here and enjoyable. And apologize if a cat decides to gate crash and photobomb.
I'm not even going to make a comment about
very
the cat.
Inquisitive. And
if you're watching, everyone, we're just listening in.
As I hope all the
Make sure you have your chat up.
Well, we're super
Veve,
excited
even
about
if you're
it. I know
listening
we were
with
talking
me.
internally about this for quite a long
Comment.
time.
You might
we don't have an actual reveal for
Veve.
everybody today into regards to what exactly it's going to look like on our platform. But this is going to be something, just so everybody knows, it's going to be something totally different that we've never done before. And for yourself, Oscar, you work at Stanley Gibbons. Can you give us a bit of a rundown just about what the company is and what you guys do? And then we'll talk about possibly some of the stamps that might be coming.
Well, Stanley Gibbons is probably the most famous name in stamp collecting. It's really where the hobby was born. It was started by
Nice.
Edward Stanley Gibbons in 1856,
Mhm.
and he was selling stamps as a young man from his father's pharmacy in Plymouth, in the UK, Old Plymouth, I should say.
Mm.
And he was making quite a bit of money out of it, more than his father was ever selling medicine. And then he decided to move to London, and the dealership grew and grew, and it's now the world's biggest stamp dealership. And we sell stamps of all types and all rarities to people across the world, and we have been doing so for over 170 odd years.
And now they're going to do
Wow,
it
that's
digitally.
amazing. And how long have you been with the company, and how's it been going there for you?
Well, I've been at the company personally for almost 6 years,
Right.
and I mainly work in the auction department. So we're the main selling hub, as it were,
Wow.
taking in collections to value and expertise and to sell them, hopefully, and make a bit of money in the process, and serving collectors' needs
confused.
and what they want.
That's awesome. That's awesome. We have a couple of things to show everybody too. We have another page for you as well of a specific kind of stamp that is really significant historically. I know, Corey, you're like a big fan of this. We were talking
Upside down
about, I know how
airplane.
excited you
That's
were, right?
US, I thought.
This is, I'll just show the page right here. The penny black right
Hey,
here.
Denny, it's
So
good to see
a
you.
lot of people may not know what this is. Corey, do you know a little bit about what this is? I know you kind of do.
Not as much as Oscar does. But before we get into penny black, just a little piece of clarity.
Yeah.
Obviously, those of you watching, we've released stamps from USPS, we've released stamps from NZ Post, but Stanley Gibbons, like Oscar was saying, is sort of unique in the sense that you all curate and release or sell stamps from all over the world, right? Is that correct?
Oh, yes. Yeah, definitely correct. Yep.
And so in
So
that
I wonder if
sense,
they can
Stanley
sell some
Gibbons
of my
could be
stamps
releasing
off of
any number
Veve.
of stamps from any
I'm
different
asking for a friend.
countries.
Oh, yeah, exactly. We used to deal in every single stamp in the whole world. We're now a little bit more specialized. We tend to concentrate on Great Britain and the British Commonwealth, the former British Empire now. But we do still sell stamps from all over the world. But those are our main sort of areas, particularly Great Britain. It's what we're known for.
Super cool. And you can go right into penny black. I'd prefer to have Oscar talk to us about penny black than old Corey, I'll tell you that much.
Totally.
Well,
Yeah.
penny blacks are probably the world's most famous stamp. They are very special because they're the world's
First
first
adhesive.
postage stamp. It
Adhesive
came out on the 6th of May in 1840, and it was a product of a lot of postal reform that happened in the UK, and someone came up with the bright idea of prepayment. And they weren't sure how to sort of show prepayment had been made. And someone said, well, why don't you do a sticky
It
red
could be
rectangle
wildness. I don't know.
with
This
an
is
image
interesting.
on? And of course, that's exactly what we got. And instead of sort of an ornate design, they decided to put the head of the very young Queen Victoria on there. And they chose the color black because it was fairly inexpensive ink. And that became the world's first postage stamp.
It's unbelievable.
And 68 million were printed
Wow.
over a course of
Yes.
18 months. So it's quite a lot for a stamp, but about 5% survive. So it's
still
there's
a
fair
lot.
few rounds to go for collectors to have one and things. It's quite an easy stamp to get hold of as well.
say.
But some of them
I saw
can be
one for
quite expensive
99.
because it all depends on how nice they are and such things.
Can you go into that just a little bit? As we're looking at this page, we're obviously seeing a pretty wide variation in value, right? Some of these
Everyone,
are far
thanks
more
for
valuable than
dropping by.
others. Can you just
Make
give
sure
us a
you're.
quick rundown
You
on
also
what
have the
makes a
Veve
stamp like
chat
this
up
valuable?
Well, just
and just
pertaining to
comment
penny
in there
blacks.
because
Well,
they're going to
penny
be doing
blacks are pieces
giveaways.
of paper.
And
People
if you
seem
make
to forget
comments,
that.
you
And
might get
paper
picked. So leave
can
comments in the
crease, it
Veve
can discolor with
YouTube
age.
channel too.
And
I'll
a
put
feature
the
of penny
link
blacks is that this is
here.
before perforations, which were the jagger bits around the stamp, which you could separate them easily. You couldn't do that back then. The technology hadn't been invented, so people had to cut them out with scissors.
So go there also.
And so around each of the stamps, you get little
comment
white
in there.
borders. And the more white
Jeff.
border you have, the more
And
valuable
who is that
it should
girl?
be, because people like them with the premium of the
She's
white
new
border.
at Veve. I think she was at
And
the
of
San
course,
Diego Comic-Con.
the white
This
borders
is just
do
updates from
carry a
Veve.
premium, and of course
Looks like
can
we're
be
gonna have
worth a fair
stamps.
bit more money in that sense.
What's up, Under the Sun?
And Simon, the cat, if anyone
You
wants
like
to know, is
collecting?
making his
Ooh,
contribution
maybe.
to this very important discussion. So
See?
some penny blacks can be worth some hundreds of pounds, and in perfect condition, they can be worth thousands of pounds, maybe tens of thousands of
Veve
pounds.
stamina right
There's
there.
a huge spectrum of value there.
Wow, it's amazing. That's amazing. And for the ones that are shown on here, right here. So what is this? I know everybody can go to your site and everything, but what is this page? Is this just showing recent things that have actually sold through? Or
No, this is showing items that are in our stock that we bought and that we're selling to collectors. So the values you'll see there are our retail prices, and that's what it would cost to buy a penny.
It would be
black
really
off
cool
the
if they had
shelf,
like a
as it were,
fractional,
in the
where
condition.
we could
So
buy
some people
fractions and
say
have
that
a
our
non-fungible
prices
asset.
can be expensive, but they're reflective of when you want to buy something that's in very good quality.
right.
And often when people come to sell again, it's the quality that really does provide the pricing, as it were. There was a very famous philatelist called Robson Lowe, who's no longer with us, but he was probably one of the big boys back in the day. And he said that quality remains long after the price is forgotten. And that's a good motto to live by with stamp collecting and things.
Yeah, 100% for sure. So like when you're, you know, coming to Veve, I know we can't show at this particular moment, where the only reason is because we're still putting it all together. But we know exactly what's happening, and it's going to be amazing, right?
Oh yeah, it's very exciting.
Yeah, can you hint a little bit? Because I know there is, and I can say this, there's a physical component to what we're going to be doing
There we
with you
go.
guys.
I think what I can tease people is to say that you may have the potential to own something that is very special. And it is something that is very historically special.
Nice.
And it's something that not everybody has either. So
I like that idea.
and I
I've been
think
talking
the
about them
page
doing
being
that for a
shown
while.
right now can hint at what possibly may be coming to Vivi's way and such things, which I think is very exciting. And I've seen the final product, and I think it looks great.
So maybe
hopefully
buy
everyone else
a
does as well.
collectible with
Absolutely.
maybe
It's
giving away
amazing.
5 or
A
one of
curiosity that I have,
cool.
since we have you here, Oscar, stamp collecting is one of the oldest hobbies out there, especially in the collecting world. And it's so vast, right? Because there's so many stamps. So usually a stamp collector kind of picks a niche and they collect within that because it makes it more manageable. What's yours? Like, what is it that you find most interesting?
Well, I as a stamp dealer, in that sense, you sort of have to have a little bit of appreciation for everything. There are lots of different stamps that
I collect forever
personally
stamps.
collect the stamps
That's all
of
I do.
India. That's sort of my area. I also love the stamps of Great Britain, love the penny blacks and things as well. And even some American stamps are quite nice as well. There was the Trans-Mississippi set and the Columbus set, which is a very nice set as well. And that's very difficult to get in nice condition. And also the Lincoln Memorial 96 cents, which is a rather sweet
So we've
stamp
got like
from
5 stamps he cares about.
1869. That's a nice one as well. And that's a bit expensive. And if anyone wants to have a look on the Siegel, they tend to get quite a few of those, and they can go for a few $100s, maybe even more. But I like the design. It's I think it's also one of the first bi-colored stamps of America, when they started printing stamps in 2 colors. Quite new technology in the 1860s as well. And no, there's just lots of great stamps out there. You could spend hours listing them, and I think that's what the big appeal is about stamp collecting. They are just extremely colorful, and every stamp tells a story, and that's my favorite part. Every stamp has a story.
Yeah, that's awesome. And where, with your site, like, where's the best place people can go? Because there's a lot of people that are obviously on our platform and in digital collecting now as well, who are doing the stamps here, that, want to know more and started to learn more about actual, like, real world collecting, So your site right here obviously looks like it has a lot of good information and everything. Is this a good place to go, or is there a way that people can connect with you guys a little bit more as well?
Well, there are 2 ways. One, our website is a great resource. We also have quite an active YouTube channel as well, and that can give collectors or want to be collectors an idea and in some introductory notes and things. And I think I'm on there a couple of times as well, doing a few videos. And for anyone else who is more interested in the penny black, I did do quite a long video of the penny black some years ago, which still has got quite a few good amount of views on there, and that goes into a bit more information than I am at the moment. But with any way of beginning stamp collecting, my advice would be to start small and to build up over a period of time. Perhaps get involved in a local society. There's hundreds of them out there across the world. There's many in the UK. There are many that are online as well, and I'm sure there's quite a fair few in America as well. So just get involved and talk to people. If there's anything that stamp collectors like to do, and that's talk about stamps. And of course, they'll give you as much advice as possible.
I thought they like to talk
People can
about
reach
glue
out to us.
too.
We sell the albums that you can put the stamps in. We sell the catalogs so that you can research them. So there's a huge wealth of knowledge out there, and a lot of opportunities and potential to really take this going on forward. And another bit of advice is that no great stamp collection is made overnight. It takes years, maybe a whole lifetime.
Unless you're a billionaire,
So
then it
start
literally can
small,
take a
and
day.
you'll be surprised where it may take you.
That's amazing. That's very, very similar to a lot of other different collecting, realms, comic books and other stuff that a lot of people we have on our platform as well, right? In real world, they're getting into that as well. So that is absolutely awesome. We'd love to have you back too once more information comes out
Yes.
and we can
Can we
talk
get a
more and
date?
dive more deep into it for sure.
Well, I'll be happy for the invitation.
Oh yeah, 100%. No, is there anything you can tell us about like just how this all came to be?
Yeah, the origin story.
Yeah,
The origin story
with Veve, yeah.
of Veve. Well, I
Yeah.
think we were looking to expand and to look into digital markets,
Nice.
really, and to see what potential there is out there and such things. So I think that's really where we sort of came in that sense. And of course, hopefully people and your customers will be as equally interested in to see what we have planned for them.
If you make it rare
That's
and you give us a chance for something, we'll
for
buy
sure.
it.
Well, thanks, Oscar. This is great. We won't take any more of your time.
No, that's all right. That's fine. It's
Yeah.
wonderful to talk to you all, and I hope all very enthusiastic about this, and hopefully everyone else will be as well.
Where did I get
We'll
blocked?
make sure that everybody we head over to we'll share your YouTube channel as well, so people can dive into that. So that's really great to know. And yourself as well. We'll make sure we connect with you so we can share all the socials that we need to, so people can start like getting a little bit more, information about like your company and about what you guys do. And of course, we'll have our reveals and announcements coming up on the officials. When everything's ready, stay tuned for everybody. It's going to be crazy.
It's going to be huge. It's going to be big.
Yeah. Well, thanks, Oscar. We'll let you go, and we'll definitely talk to you again soon.
Guy sounds like
thanks again for having me. Thank you. Bye.
All right. Look at that production value. I'm gonna have to
And we're back.
Hire Corey for
that
me.
was awesome. I'm so excited for that release for so many reasons. I think anyone watching that even slightly cares about stamps or just
I certainly care more about that than the
Tarzan comic. Super stoked too. But anyway, let's move on.
Facts.
Before my chip on my neck explodes for leaving.
Yeah, what did you think, Diana? How did you that was pretty crazy, hey?
I was just sitting there thinking about the connection with family and the passing down of collections from older generations to younger generations, because I have a stamp collection that I haven't touched, but my mom put that together for me from her collection. I was just sitting there thinking the possibilities with digital stamps. It's so special to be
it's
able to
endless
take
until
it
the
from,
end of the world, and then
1860s
literally will end.
to now to however long our future stretches for.
That's right.
Just fantastic.
Yeah, like 1,000 years.
I have a similar story because actually, my grandmother had a whole bunch of stamps that were collected through the family, and she passed them down to me. And actually, the most interesting was the covers. So we got all these envelopes, from way back when, from a part of my family that actually was in the United States, and they were all really old, 1800 United States stamps that are on these envelope covers with some of them even have letters in them. And there was a whole stack of them, and it was the most fascinating thing. One of them I actually opened up, and I was read this letter about somebody was writing to a family member how they went and saw a performer in the early 20th century, right? And they were critiquing the performer, this singer.
This is what it's like when you guys are watching me.
But the language was really, different than how we speak today. But it was such a fascinating piece of history, just like you said.
No, I actually like stamps.
Yeah.
But
well, another piece of
small.
Oh, go on. Sorry if you got.
No. I was just gonna say it's one of the things that I'm fascinated about with stamps is looking at the old names of countries and places. You look at a stamp and you're like, wow, this country does not exist in this form anymore.
It's true. It's so true. I learned about the cancellation that they do. I'm a noob, but the cancellation stamp on the used ones, certain post office that don't exist anymore. I went on a deep dive when I got these stamps. I was like, I wonder if there's anything crazy in here. And because of the envelopes, right? And they were they had their little stamp on it. And certain post office that don't exist or gone or maybe very scarce or rare or hard to find, that can add value, So, I mean, you just go into depth. There was one stamp sort of collecting group that's oh, just leave all your stamps with us. We'll figure it out. And I'm like, yeah, I don't think so.
I don't know.
Well, we can move on now. That was amazing. We can talk about that, but we'll just go through our other stuff. We had the Tarzan comic come out. This is really fun. Still available in the shop. Have you guys had a chance to read this one yet? I haven't had a chance to read it, but
No, I haven't touched any Tarzan recently.
Right.
I've been too busy trying to catch up on
I was gonna
everything
say,
else.
like everyone else, nobody's.
I went for the
touching
drop.
them.
I got the rare, the gold one. So
my TBD list just keeps growing. The to be
Yeah.
read.
well, this one right
$1.52 on
here,
that. Wow.
The Return to Tarzan Part 4, City of Gold, and I got the rare, so it's a gold. So I know people
nice.
collect all the rares, like all the gold covers and stuff. So, and by the way, these are great for MCP. Just saying, everybody.
If you
If
get them in the marketplace.
But that one came out. It's still available in the store. Then we have the Logan one that dropped today, and
Yes, let's check it out.
holy smokes! Diana, have you read this one? This one is so.
I have stayed far away from Old Man Logan because I'm very old school in the sense of I like my Wolverine the way classic Wolverine is. Everything else I'll try to stay away from just so it doesn't ruin the impression and the the feelings I have for classic Wolverine. So I'm just like, you know what? I'll let the other fans read and enjoy these expanded universes and versions of Logan.
This one's crazy. I actually didn't know. Corey and I were talking just a bit before. So I got just a comment today.
This has got to be super fascinating.
Get some, right?
Oh yeah, you were going to do that. And
hit that like button if you
know,
remember.
So the first Old Man Logan that we had, which was basically where like he went through and he had like the Hulks and stuff, and it was all like that. This is after that. Like I forgot that that's what this story is. So this is beyond that, where all the Hulks. So Diana's crazy. It's like in the future, all the villains won, everyone's dead. I mean, he's like, it's not the movie at all, right? And and it's just so bloody and crazy and scary and awesome. And this one actually continues the story from the previous comic that we got. So which is pretty awesome. So I was reading it like earlier today as well, and yeah, you're right, Vanna, this would change the opinion of all sorts of different things. But it's so cool. But I think Corey, you said you might you were thinking about going for this one.
Yeah, just grab 2. And I got a common and an ultra rare. Hey, I got an ultra rare 4800. That's a fun mint. And then my common is a 1451.
Congratulations.
Nice. I can vouch worthless.
I haven't got a secret rare comic, and I don't even know the last time I got a secret rare comic. Come on.
Dude, I went like 2.5 years without a secret rare. So
the ultra rare was my favorite variant cover, so I'm glad I got that.
Not the
awesome.
Scotty.
Congrats on that.
I relate to. I like old
Scotty
man
Young
Logan
is the
because
one.
It's just like that's how I feel.
That's doing well.
You just feel like
my body just hurts all the time. My back hurts. My hips hurt.
a good look. That guy wearing the Daredevil suit right there.
Ultra rare is
awesome. Yeah. So
just a little bit above.
Continue to read for
the
sure.
rare.
And we'll touch on this too because this is a lot of fun. So everybody, we're human, right?
Right, here we go.
We
Pull up your
had a
VV
bit of a
logos.
thing. People seem to like it.
I'm gonna keep an eye on
go
the
ahead,
price.
Diana. You got
I was gonna say it was a
have
little happy accident, right, guys?
That's right. That's
I
right.
just want to know
It was
if
a
the
happy
person was
accident.
fired.
Released a month early,
To the day.
To the day. But which was it was really surprising to see everybody go and check it out. And the good news is that you get to keep it and everything, and it's cool. And we have other plans for New York City Comic Con. We have a New York City Comic Con segment at the end of the video here.
Nice. I
Coming
bet
up,
you they're
which is
going to
gonna be pretty
release
fun,
the
but,
Marvel.
Did you guys
logo.
manage to grab one? I didn't get it from the store because we were in the back. I'm wondering.
I was busy making the video because we released this month early, so I was like,
I was asleep. This happened at 3 a.m. I was asleep. But I got my physical logo at the back, and I managed to buy it in the market. So now I have both, and I'm happy.
Nice. Is that what it is behind you? Is that the physical logo right there?
That's the physical one. It's like it's exactly that. It's basically a light up box that you can get.
Cool.
I think it was made worldwide. I'm pretty sure it was.
you got batteries in that one?
No.
Come on, all of your light stuff in the background. You got to turn them on.
So you guys have the lights back there. You guys have all the lights back there. I have to add some more lights under these shelves. Yeah, Corey, I think you had the red ones whenever you're kind of going dark side.
Yeah, I was dark side. I was not happy that day. I changed my lights in my background for anyone watching. So if you have normal meetings with me, you kind of know how I'm feeling by, is the light back there red? Is it blue or green?
Yeah.
You just know what you're getting immediately as soon as the camera turns on and we start talking.
Well, it's pretty funny because, like I said, this one went out with no announcements. Of course, the artwork wasn't quite there yet, even though it was finished. Everything was pretty much ready.
I mean, they got it done really
Yeah,
quick.
it just wasn't linked. So, but everybody seemed to really like it. So you never know, everybody. We might surprise and delight in the future with some other stuff. You just never know.
On purpose, though.
Yeah, this time on purpose. Yeah.
Yeah.
Marvel would like that.
Yeah,
I would
I'm
like
curious
that. I
what
think we all would.
Yeah, I think.
We all-
Exactly. Now, we did announce another comic too, Venom and Carnage. Now, this is the first of 4 that's coming out. We can say that this is a series, and this comic is pretty awesome right here. I haven't read the comic, but any of these kind of stories with Venom and Carnage are awesome. And I know that movie's coming up, Diana. We've been looking at the movie stuff and maybe doing some posts and things around that. I'm pretty excited about. Are you excited about the movie coming up?
I am, because we might actually see Null.
Right.
Null,
Really?
the symbiotes, the creator who created symbiotes. That's going to be really awesome to see in the movie form. And I'm sure the comics will just be super popular because of that.
Oh,
Nice.
100%. We have that first appearance of Null comic on Veve as well, right?
Yeah.
So that'll be
It's
interesting.
so metal. I liked whenever Null, they did like all the nullified covers for all the different comics, and it just made look like every
At least on
comic
this,
look
it's 3,000
1000% more BA.
So they got
because,
the
like,
edition size a
Thor
little
looked
better.
metal.
Probably
Like,
should be
it was the
2,000 or
coolest version of Thor I'd
1,500,
ever
but
seen.
Yeah.
I like these runs. I wish we would do more runs. You know, we did the Craven's Last Hunt. We've done Fallen Sun. What was the other one you mentioned, Aaron?
Yeah, there was the Deadpool comics that we
The
had.
Deadpool run. I
4 of
love
those.
runs. I wish
Yeah.
we could get all the runs.
See,
Maybe a little
man.
bonus for having all the runs.
Right.
Just
Well,
covering.
we're working on that. We're working on stuff with comics.
Hopefully, we're
Everybody
going to get
stay
something
tuned.
interesting.
But,
We already
I
got
mean,
the
these
stuff on the
covers are
logo,
yours.
so it
Look
doesn't
at
look like
this. I
anything
mean, right?
crazy.
I mean, I don't know. I no matter what the comic is worth in the real world or whatever, or how scarce it is, I just love any Spidey, Venom, Carnage covers on our platform, and of course IRL as well, right? So I'll be going for this one and the other ones too. It'll be announced soon, right? But here's the article right here. It's out live. Like I said, we put it out. 3,000 editions right here, at $6.99. So I think people are going to like that.
Make sure you've
Scarce
got the
120 secret edition,
the official
secret rare edition. So
stream up. So
it's going to be a good one to get. You can get all of them.
Comment a couple
That'll
times
be
in
good
there.
as well.
And
I don't know
might
what
pick
cover
you.
your guys' favorite.
There's a lot of
think
people that
I'm
comment.
gonna
I think
use
that,
ultra rare. Yeah.
Ultra rare. I
Same.
don't know what it is. The ultra rare is always the one that's always my favorite, more so than the secret rare.
Yep. It really
Me missing out on secret rares is like, that's okay, as long as I get the ultra rare.
Yeah, no doubt. And most of them are exclusive to Veve, right?
Yeah.
So we got all sorts of fun stuff ahead for that. We can't say anything. We're not going to say anything, but we love our ultra rares. I know David loves the ultra rares. Yeah. So, and by the way, just as a reminder, in case anyone tuned in late, we do have the 3 giveaways that we're doing during this live stream. So if you're commenting in the chat in any way, like, having fun, our mods, and thanks so much for our mods for, we got OMW in there, of course, and Josh, they're both helping us out just in the chat right there. So they're actually going to be doing that giveaway. They're going to
hey, Dennis, okay, go enjoy the football game.
From your comments, just any comment you make.
I can't wait to watch my son do
basketball. After for Veve Digital Collectible.
Go have fun,
man. It on
Thanks
our
for dropping
socials
by.
and connect with you and everything. And so just, keep interacting, keep chatting. We're reading them down there for sure. We're just coming through all of our news and stuff before we start chatting. But that comic's coming out, so that's going to be really cool. Now, I just wanted to put this in the background, just because, I don't know. I just wanted to see it again, Corey.
Hey, my videos get more playtime. I love it. This is a fun one.
Yeah, for sure. Did you guys? So I know we got a lot of feedback from this whole process, and it was a lot of
Nobody's
fun.
even listed a Marvel
logo.
logo.
A lot of things from it. It was super cool. It was like kind of the first time we did this kind of stuff.
Interesting.
But the Venom and the Carnage collectibles are. I mean, I still got mine. To me, they're just
already got a campfire
we've seen. So let me ask you guys just as personally. Like Dana, what do you think out of the most recent stuff that we've released is maybe one of your favorites? Out of the collectibles, right? Mine would be probably Venom, or I really like the brown suit Wolverine. I mean, that one I'm just kind of losing my mind about. So
I have a toss up between the blue and yellow Wolverine and this one's going to surprise everyone, but the Sentinel.
Nice.
I really
Yeah.
like the classic
good one.
common
Yeah.
Sentinel. I don't know what it is about it, but like just having it in AR and making it really big and towering, it's like, whoa. So I had a little fun with that one over the weekend.
Oh,
Just
yeah.
going outside and putting it like in the skyscrapers. Yeah, I think
Yeah, you
those
put it
two
in AR and
are my
stuff?
favorite.
You put it in AR or something, or yeah?
Yeah. So like we went to the city and I was like, maybe I should go and like try and see how big I can get it. And I could actually get it quite high up to the like some of the towers in Melbourne.
Yeah.
And it looked like, sentinels coming down and trying to
Awesome.
separate the little people.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome. I mean, the fact that it's animated is pretty cool. When I was in Holland this summer, I did the same kind of thing. I put it on this like bridge and I had it like blown up. I didn't go
I did the
like
same
crazy
thing. I went to
high.
Mount
was, like,
Everest.
but I did.
and
I expanded it and
I
it kept
blew up
getting
my
bigger out of
Papa
my
Cub,
screen.
my
And then I had to
Papa
like
Cub.
step back. And
Crazy.
I was stepping back. I almost, and this is no joke, I got close to the canal edge, even though there's like rope or whatever. And my son was like, he just tapped my back because he knew what I was doing, right? And I'm like, oh, okay, don't fall in. Now, everybody, be careful out there when you're doing AR. What about
Yes.
you, Corey? What's one of your
You
more
laugh, but
recent
I'm sure
famous,
people have died doing that.
I
Not
think
on
the
baby
most
stuff,
recent favorite would be the Wolverine Brown. I just think the detail on that's really, really nice. Marco and his team are just doing such an amazing job with facial anatomy. It's really leveling up how our collectibles. My favorite one has yet to release, and it's going to be, I think, here within 3 months. And it's just like, oh, like I'm so excited to get to talk about it and show it off. But yeah, as of recent, Wolverine Brown.
That's awesome. Yeah. Do you guys see the secret rare on that one? There's not many.
Oh no,
Go check that one out for sure. Crazy, right? But let's go on to this right here.
Pump my bag.
Okay,
please.
we have something really cool that Diana
Skywalker
put
has
together,
best face.
and we're all like the whole team.
I know you're
proud of
kidding.
it. And you guys may not have seen it yet. That's why we wanted to bring it up here too, right? Because we haven't really promoted it and put it out. But this is we were waiting for this to show everybody. But this is the comic that we just got, a couple days ago. And I know, Danny, you've watched the show already. I haven't had a chance to watch it. I'm in the middle of the Rings of Power right now. So we just finished episode 5, on Amazon. So my family, we just finished that. So now we're going to switch over to the Agatha and catch the first two. But this comic came out. This is her first appearance. I know we had it a couple days ago. You see the exclusive art there. Pretty awesome. What are your thoughts, Diana? Just quickly, without spoilers, how was the show? Good?
How's the show? Wow, the show.
Yeah, please don't.
The show is so good. I
I
watched it last night when it came out. I watched both episodes.
Anyone
going to
watch?
As soon as my husband went to bed,
Penguin
I watched
tonight?
the 2 episodes again. That was how much I enjoyed it. It was really good. Like I think everyone who hasn't seen the show, if you like,
Denny
shows
actually
and
left.
content around witchcraft,
I think he's been doing well.
Practical magic, Hocus Pocus, Charmed, all of that. And then you love Marvel, it's like this perfect amalgamation. And so I just sat there watching like 4 hours of it and just been like, oh my God, this is amazing. Nice. Theme songs in there is amazing. They do a little singing number in there that was amazing. It's stuck in my head all night. And then having this comic as well, it's like, this is one of the comics that, very few people cared about back then because, Agatha in the comics is a very different version to what we're seeing in the TV show. So yeah, I think having people go, wait a minute, she doesn't look like that. And having that opportunity to actually read her story in the comics and where she was created, why she was created, how she ties into the Fantastic Four. I think it's going to be one of those things that people will get to discover for the first time now with the show.
That's awesome. Now, this is the thing I always want to do. So we're definitely going to be watching that this weekend for sure, my family, right? So this is what I wanted to bring up. And so Diana put this together, everybody. It's on our blog, right in the comic book section. And it's Why Agatha Harkness Matters. Awesome article right here. We'll just zip through it and stuff. And maybe, Diana, you can let us know what you're thinking when you're putting this together. Because if you look at it, it's got all different kinds of comics that she is relevant in that you can go after that aren't even on the platform, some of them. So yeah, 5 essential comics for new readers.
Exactly. So yeah, again, I think a lot of people don't realize the impact Agatha Harkness has in the supernatural realm of Marvel. So, obviously everyone loves the Scarlet Witch. They love the fact that she's got chaos magic and all the craziness that happens with Wanda. But
Yeah.
Agatha plays such a big part in Scarlet Witch's journey throughout, from starting out learning about her magic to all the other bits and pieces that happen. So to really understand why she matters in the Marvel universe, I thought, okay, here are the 5 comics you should read to get a little bit of that understanding. And then, you can watch the show to get a bit more. You can dive deep into other comics. There's just so much out there on, a character that Marvel hasn't really pushed out there until recently, really. So yeah, like basically the 5 comics are all to do with key, I guess, moments that Agatha played in the history of Marvel, with the Avengers, with Scarlet Witch in particular. And then we look
The
at
green truck would be pretty
Scarlet
cool.
Witch's son, Billy, and Tommy. So Wiccan and Speed, they're 2 characters in the Young Avengers.
That's what Digital
and
Verse suggested.
they
It's actually a pretty good
potentially
idea.
play a part in the show. So I thought, okay, let's
Cool.
give you some comics
Yeah.
to read so you have an idea of who they are, what their motivations are, how they tie in with Agatha, how they tie in with Scarlet Witch. So all of that is here in the blog. It's an easy read, I hope. It's really simple, and I don't know. I was
Be
pretty
safe,
pretty
Ray.
happy to write this for you all, because
Whether you're
I love
watching me or
comics.
just the
I
real
love
one,
tying
just
in
be
comics
safe.
with the shows, and
Not sure.
I
it's
want
worth-
people to have that joy as well.
Yeah, this is so awesome. These books right here are so cool.
Just remember,
And it's really
everyone,
great.
make
You give
sure
the
you
cover, exactly why
also
you
have
should
the
read them.
Veve stream.
Like I
Just
said, some
put
of
a
these aren't
couple
on
comments in
Veve
there
potentially yet. We'll see what
every
happens.
now and then to make
Here,
sure you
but
get a chance.
you
to
give the
actually
reasons
win.
why, a little background, a little bit
one of the
about it right
giveaways.
here, why read it. And this is great. I mean, people can go and kind of get a nice heads up, before, right? You can look these comics up too and get a synopsis of them if you go to like the Marvel sites, as we all know, the kind of the Marvel Wikipedia type sites, right? And you can actually read up on these. And there's even videos too, I bet, on YouTube where sometimes people break these down. But
I don't know.
this is a really cool Scarlet Witch solo series.
I mean, I
and
think
why
it's
read it.
interesting
And
they're
then
going to
have a
do
wrap up right
stamps.
here.
I don't know
And
what they're
I'll read the
doing
wrap up on
with
your
the,
behalf. That's cool. Since it's on screen.
Sure.
with the name of the
This is I'll do my
company.
best, Diana, or you can read it if you like, for sure.
Stanley
I don't
Gibbons.
know. No one wants to hear my
So I don't
voice
know.
reading
That's
what I
an
wrote.
interesting
You can just paraphrase it.
team
Yeah,
up. with
it's a
the
little
company that
closer.
sells
It's
stamps,
funny. You can just
so
paraphrase
there's going to be a
if you want, but I think
physical
you did a good job.
part to it, which I think is
As
smart.
we anticipate the release of Agatha all along, these are Diana's words. I'm just gonna muck them up. But these 5 comics will serve as essential reading to prepare you for the magical and mysterious world of Agatha Harkness, from her origins to the Fantastic Four, which is the comic we just got, to her manipulations in the Avengers and beyond. Agatha's influence on the Marvel Universe is vast and far-reaching. By diving into these stories, you'll gain a deeper appreciation for the characters and events that will likely shape the upcoming Disney Plus series. So grab these issues and get ready for a spellbinding experience. I have to admit, I've already read this about 4 times, Diana. That's why it came off so easy. But thank you for doing that. And everybody, make sure you guys go and read that. And hopefully we'll obviously have more of these kind of fun things coming. And
there we go.
Yeah, stay tuned to the people out there who are writers. I might be reaching out to you guys soon.
Yeah, there you go. That's true. We do have some great writers like that do things on other platforms. I know Chris is in the crowd there. We see Chris and others as well. Double Quill, right?
Double Quill,
yeah, we love your guys' stuff, right? So that's cool, Diana. That's cool.
Yeah.
Now,
it's exciting stuff.
Yeah, for sure. Now, as we segue a little bit, since our last live stream, we've had actually some level 100 spotlights. Now, if you guys remember, we had Mr. MC1 come on as our first level 100 spotlight, on our socials where we do the graphic. And what we do there is we actually reach out to our level 100s individually. And our most recent one is Mr. Mavs. And you can see that he was on our socials spread across our Discord, Instagram, Facebook, everywhere, just to give a shout out. We reach out with
I feel like I'll never get to level 100,
with them, and,
even with my 100,000
all the information they want to give, and we just like to give them a little shout out for sure. So we've done a few since our last one, and even though they're not on the live stream, because we did have Mr. MC1 come on and join us that time, that was super cool. But I want you guys to go, everybody, to our post that we've done. Just give them a little shout out, just give them some love, just say congrats. These are some of our, most dedicated and most favorite members we have on the platform who have done so much. And so this is Mr. Mavs right here. And right here, he had the 9th of April, 2021. This is Veve birthday. First collectible was the Ultraman 7, which is cool. Most prized collectible, he has got the mint number 100. Veve Golden Silver logo matching his level 100, which is pretty cool.
That is pretty cool.
Level 100 birthday was January. So he's been a level 100 for a while now. That's pretty damn good. Favorite creator is Chad NFT Pirates. And by the way, we saw you, Chad. If you're watching, we saw you peeked your head on X there. We're waiting for you. We want to talk to you again. So we saw you. And then his favorite drop wish list coming up.
Me either, free. That's funny.
Skeletor. I wish. I want that too.
Yeah.
Everyone needs a pastry set.
And then, of course, we also had Elegant Colors. You can see him in the chat as well here today. Level 100 Spotlight too. So this came out like about a week or so ago. And of course, we celebrated him as well, right? Yeah, the 9th of April was his
why don't they drop
birthday. First collectible was the DeLorean.
Like you could drop a special apple, like a rare,
awesome, super underrated
lady apple or something.
And most prized collectible, the Veve Gold and Silver logo. He's got the partner statue, the Flower Bomber Patina, which is great, and of course the Dragon Girl Ultra Rare. Level 100 birthday was in August, so more recently.
If you're level 100, you literally
level
own
100.
You can't be 100 without owning all
best
the good
drop wish list coming up is game characters and Minecraft and Super Mario, and then more movie characters like Doc and Barney. Probably to go with his time machine and Harry Potter.
Definitely can tell you, Minecraft.
Very cool.
Not
very cool. And he's in the chat right here. I saw him. Where is he? He's somewhere in the chat. Anyway, we thank you too and appreciate you. And there's one more we wanted to spotlight too. Scary Sea Monster. I love this one. And for sure. So like I said,
he's been on there forever.
7th of April as well, very close. Time Machine as well, the one the
he used
the
to buy
rare.
So much crap.
Most prized collectible is the R2D2 Mint 1980.
Wow, that's awesome.
That's pretty legit.
Yeah,
Fire Strikes Back 1 edition. That's pretty awesome. The 22nd of March, level 100 birthday. So been a level 100 for a while now as well. And the drop wish list, just one wish, and the collector's dream in-app offer and counter offer features. So we've been talking a lot to our level 100s and asking them, to help us out with things that they're looking for, as well as we talk to the community as well. So everybody. And they've been really helpful lately, specifically on giving us some good thoughts.
I guess nobody's buying this logo now,
so we just want to shout them out as well. And we have lots of stuff coming. So what do you guys think about their wish lists? I know you made Corey, you made the Skeletor voice, but
their wish list is my wish list. I mean, I want everything that they want, pretty much.
Yeah,
I want more stuff.
Do you have a wish list?
G.I. Joe, come on.
For me?
Yeah.
I just want more gaming collectibles.
Yeah.
I mean, can you imagine
G.I. Joe,
I collect Xbox controllers, right? And I'm really running out of space to put them all. So can we get digital Xbox controllers, I mean? And, then we can have different versions, different colors, different designs.
Right.
And all my money will go.
Oh, yeah. That's it. Diana she'll be spent.
Aircraft carrier.
It's like you'll see me out on the streets with my phone being like, look at my Xbox collectible.
Look at it.
Yeah, 100%. I want, because we've gotten some of those 80s movies.
Are you level 47, Free? Did you get Free? Did you get?
And this is
Happy Tree Friend. Did you win that?
I would love a Terminator or something like that. The skeleton. My son plays Fortnite, which millions and millions of people do, and sometimes he plays with the T800, just the skeleton just running around, and I always go let me know when you're playing so I can watch. Because it's just one of my favorite movie series ever, so that'd be great. But Corey, we do now have to talk about our Vroom Vroom. So
what about Mass?
The Vroom Vroom, which is coming up.
If you were a level 100, you actually found out about this Vroom Vroom last week. One of the awesome perks of being a level 100 is you get multiple meetings with the team. I think there's one every Thursday of every single month with a different part of our team.
Really?
This Thursday. And so in that meeting, I get to share some of the behind the scenes stuff. So they already got to see this. So I'm going to do a quick transition. You want the video?
Oh, yeah. The video will be great. This is a video, you guys. It's going to be great.
would be, yeah, right, totally. Oh, we get to see. All right, let's see what we got going here. Oh, I just so want to race. Like, just give us this track to race, and it will change the game. They need to mint upgrade to the collectibles and GI Joe. Hell yeah, absolutely. I mean, seriously, if they have the track right there, just give us the other cars and let us race. Oh, that'd be so awesome. We could race for points. Oh, wow. I want to race.
Ta-da!
That was awesome.
We need to add the video player into the other things. That's like mega tricky. But I hope you all excited. Maserati GT2. No big deal. Epic car. Dan's so excited about this, and a few of our teammates who are
We'll have
really
your friends
into
accept the pose. Oh,
owning
okay.
and
Yeah, because
driving
if you
these kind
minted
of
that
cars, we're
pop
super
and
into
cub,
it. So
you get
good
100,000.
stuff.
That is awesome, Corey. Amazing job on the vid. And, you know, just publicly want to shout you out for all your work. Guys, Corey's been working so hard.
Shucks.
No, dude, he's been working so hard
Yeah.
behind the scenes, like trying to do all these vids and pushing the boundaries on stuff. That's a great example right there. I know that. So, like you mentioned, the level 100, Corey, that we had a chat. You had a chance to you know,
When
show
for,
some of the behind the scenes
Escort,
of how
that's what
these
I
get
wanna know.
made and everything. Do you want to talk about
Yeah,
that?
sure. Like
Yeah.
essentially with the level
Yeah.
100s, they got a sneak peek of the process of not just making a video, but a digital collectible from the point of signing a contract with a licensor or an IP, the conceptual stages of getting the concept pieces. For a car, it's very specific, right? Like this is a GT2, so it needs to look exactly like a GT2. But for other things like maybe a Wolverine Brown, there might be a little bit of flux in how that final design could be. But for something like a GT2, a whole series of
Wow.
images are provided and cockpit basically driving videos. So all of our artists and sculptors have like the very best source to start making that model.
Yo,
And so
the
level
car
100's got to
looks
see that
good,
model go from
but
basically a bunch of
honestly,
gray
does it look
polygons
much
all the
better
way
than
to
the
a
stuff
perfectly
from
textured
20 years ago?
collectible, and all of
Like,
that
if it
good
still
stuff.
has a
But yeah,
cartoon
it's
look.
a lot of fun getting to sort of lift up the hood and show what's under it and talk
You know
a
what I'm
little
saying? It
bit
still
more
has that cartoon
about
look.
the
It's
process
not a
because it's really
VB thing.
amazing. It
It's
is
just
amazing to see what our team can do and
our
what they're
eyes are
doing
too
in terms of
good.
the
Like, it just
detail and the
doesn't look real
quality.
to me, right?
This
Like,
video,
it
probably
looks
because
like
it's a live stream, isn't giving you the
cartoon.
best, resolution, but whenever it goes live, you'll be able to see. But everything from, if you look up the Maserati GT2 on, the web right now, you'll see how the paint has different like textures of very smooth and matte striping. Everything about the actual car is exactly the same as this car. And then obviously it's our first thing with Maserati, which is just mad exciting. 1914, two brothers start a car company in Bologna, Italy. Anyone in chat know why a trident? Why the trident for Maserati? I kind of gave you a hint if you think geographically where Bologna, Italy is. But yeah, that trident.
I
Was
wonder if
selected
he'd
for a very
want to
specific
actually
reason.
have the logos of the car
right there in the
that we
middle,
have.
right? Yeah.
We might.
That's awesome. Hey, can you also talk about see the image that we're looking at here, right? And this is cool from a marketing perspective, just so people know that we're really up in things and trying different things. Can you talk just a little bit about the thinking behind like the imagery and stuff? Because I know our design team is really working hard as well.
For sure. Like we have the marketing creative team that all works together. We have an amazing creative director.
Hope
And
this is
essentially
not
what
more
we
than
do
an
is
hour.
we look at how the company itself would promote this product. So if they were going to be making videos to promote this car, how do they do it? Because we want to make sure that anything that we're showing visually is going to appeal to the people that love it more than anything in the world. Obviously, we want it to be great for all of you and everyone watching this. Even if you're not into cars, you'll be like, hey, that looks really cool. But if you love Maserati GT2s, it's really important that the very first image you see of it is very familiar. It's very comforting. And you're like, I might check out this Veve thing. Like, what is this all about? Interactive. What's that mean? It means you can
Raven
drive
said
it around in
Amaya
augmented
Brony.
reality.
Isn't that what they
Pretty
call
slick, right? So essentially, our lead graphic designer comes up with a concept image along with our creative director. And from that, I usually am talking with them about how we would promote that in terms of a video. Because the videos go obviously beyond just, embedded into a website and into the app. We use those for ads and other things too. So we just want to make sure that everything's sort of cohesive and linear, and it
Sorry
makes
if this
sense,
is
and it's
boring
of a
people.
quality that's worth
Not my
putting money
fault. Well,
behind,
actually, it is my part
to
is
sort of promote what we're trying to do.
And how do you do that there where you get inside the car?
So it's
In a
interesting. Whenever
nutshell.
we receive the model, we receive it as basically a Unity model. Unity is an engine that you can use for gaming and other things like that. And then I have trained the rest of the graphic design team and creative team how to use Unity, and I got training from production how to do that. And so this car is really unique, and a lot of our models that
I wonder if I could
we're
fit all my
doing right now are
collectibles in
very
that
unique in
car's
that they're
trunk.
fully
What do you
rigged.
think?
And the reason we're doing that is
I
sort
still
of
think
to
the golden
start
moments look
future
better than
proofing
most
our
of the new stuff.
collectibles. So if
as
we
a
want to
car.
do more
Yeah, I'm
with
not
them, that
disagreeing. I just hated the
interoperability is
base
already
on
there
that
because
thing,
it's
but yeah.
built into the base layer of the model itself. So we
Right.
wouldn't have to take the model and be like, we need all the wheels to move independently. We need the brake calipers to move independently. That steering wheel needs to be able to turn. Those buttons need to be able. All that stuff's baked into it.
I wonder,
But
would
in
it be
terms of what
interesting
we
to
can
have
do with
like
it right now, from your
interchangeable parts
experience,
for the
those of you
cars,
watching, is you can
like
drive it. You know,
to
you can open the
modify?
doors, and all of that good stuff. But yeah, that's sort of I take it into Unity. I rig a bunch of virtual cameras together. I add motion to those cameras. And the nice thing about doing all of our video within Unity, in the real world, if I was working for Maserati, I would have a whole camera crew full of people. And I'd be like, I want a camera here, and I want a camera there, and I want a dolly camera to slide here. But within Unity, I can do all that by myself. So I can command and compose a crew of 20 cameras to accomplish the different shots. And then I obviously can create
Way
the
too
backgrounds
complicated.
and the scenes to place those items into. So it's a lot of fun. Like, I'm having more fun doing video than I have in a super long time because of the amount of creativity we can start injecting into it.
Diana, you and me, are we gonna show up to the next Veve event in our own Maseratis? Like, we're gonna. I know you have one parked out front, right? So
I remember
I want my
DesignerCon
RV digital
2022.
collectible.
Do you remember that? I think you were there. And the Lambo. Oh, that was stressful. It was like a physical Lambo behind our booth with these big poles next to it. That was like, don't let that fall on the vehicle. Oh my gosh! Like,
nobody knew it was there.
liability.
Though. We didn't know it was there. I remember there was like a big curtain, right? And I can imagine you guys because I was just walking around the outside. Hey, Diana,
Yeah,
I was
it's
just like,
still.
and I had no
I
idea
paid
there was
so
a
much for that
Lamborghini.
I
in the
paid
curtain, like,
$700 for 1077.
It's
Maybe
amazing.
that
Yeah.
becomes worse,
I just
it'll be
wanted to give a
worth
shout
talking
out to
about
our
now.
graphic design team
Yeah,
because for those of you who are
C3PO2,
active on our Instagram,
Jeff,
you would
it's
have
been
seen
coming
that we're
down.
now doing carousel images that give you these
I don't remember what
details.
the lowest was.
So,
I
you
think it was
don't
like
just have to look
65. I
at
feel like that's a
videos
good
if you
price.
don't want to, but I would recommend videos because they're amazing and Corey does an amazing
Beautiful.
job.
They're amazing.
All together.
But
is
yeah,
about- he
Instagram, if you
raised the
take a
price
look at
on
our
that.
Instagram page, you'll see that you can swipe through and look at all the details. You can see all the different
I had to
sides,
turn
all the
off
different
everything so I could
versions
stream.
of the car. I think, yeah, just a huge shout out to our creative team. They've really, really upped the level of our marketing, I think. And I hope that, our community appreciates that because, yeah, you get to actually enjoy the collectibles without even having the collectibles. For those
Here,
of you
the
who don't want to pick it
C3PO,
up,
I want to
that's
look
okay.
it up.
Go on Instagram and just stare at it.
I have one.
Yeah, the
like,
quality
it's
of
a
that's really
trash
high,
mint.
right? And also in
It's a
terms of shout outs,
64.
Diana,
If you
really our
could get a good
production
mint
team too,
on the
because
C3PO,
just recently
around
the way we've been
60, and then
communicating
the
as a huger
R2D2.
like we're a much larger team at Veve than we ever were. And so whenever I joined the team, there was like
let's see
4
what
people
those
in
are at.
marketing, and now we have a big team in marketing, but we didn't really get to talk too much to
So
the people who
144,
are
it's gone
building
up
the
a little bit.
models. And a thing that's changed in
I can't
recent
believe that was
history is we
10,000.
have lines of communication between those teams, which allowed me to start being able to access the models, which then allowed our graphic design team. And in a matter of, I don't know, a week or two, they figured out a very complex software to be able to execute these images you're seeing, because they're taking all of these shots virtually.
You're like me,
Like,
Jeff.
if you scroll
I just
forward,
don't add money.
like what they're doing
I
is
was
they're
getting
placing
low.
that model in a
I
3D
got to like the
environment, and then
450,
they're
and then
moving
the
a virtual
Marvel
camera
logo,
and
and I got a good
adjusting
mint,
the
and
camera
I made
settings.
like
So if you're holding
310. So
like a
got back.
DSLR, you could
Yeah, I
change your
get it.
f-stop or your shutter speed or your ISO. You could add lights. I want it to be lighted from this side. I want it to be lighted from that side. Now we can do all of that ourselves. We can add as many lights to a scene, move the cameras.
Yeah,
and
like
it lets you really appreciate,
the
like, look
ability
at
to do
the
some fun stuff.
reflective surfaces on that quarter panel.
I know.
Yeah.
It's almost indistinguishable from reality.
Yeah, like this is the car though, like that we're getting. Like this is actually it, which is cool.
Right.
Like this is how it looks, right, Corey? This is like
it's legitimate how it looks. It's really amazing.
When can we buy,
well, here's
buy
the blog
US
article
dollar?
right here.
Can we get
and,
the
40 gems,
US Mint to
2,300
allow that to
editions,
happen?
first edition coming out
Digital like
obviously
quarters
on Saturday. So that's going to be really fun for people. And I know I'm excited to go. And I may not be able to drive this in real life, but you might have been able to. I don't know who drove the Lambo to. Is that you, Corey? Did you drive
No,
it?
it wasn't me. I refused to drive it, but I remember them driving it through. It was Alex. They were driving it through the convention hall, and there was like a squad of people as they're in the clearance on the bottom of that vehicle was so low, and you can't really see anything because you're so inset. And it was just like stress balls. The whole thing was like super stressful. I was so glad when it was all done. And they were driving it out of the convention hall. I was like, oh, none of us got in trouble.
Did they wrap it with like cushions and bubble wrap or something?
No. It was naked. It was naked and exposed like a nerve, Diana.
Oh
It was awful.
Did you open it up? Did they get a chance to open it up a little bit? Like just open it up, just
I can neither confirm nor deny any shenanigans that might have happened with said Lambo.
Fair enough.
Completely unaware.
I wonder if Ferrari would do this.
That's
too.
awesome.
Like,
So
where's the
everybody,
limit?
let us know what you think about that. And big shout out to the team. And just so everybody knows, I know Corey and Diana, I know like the carousel posts,
the Veve garage
we're doing.
Wait, what?
I know you guys know we got some really cool stuff planned for different drops and the way we market them. And we're really leveling up, and I hope you guys can see that. And I know it's people like Corey and Diana as well. As well, we're all kind of as a team trying to do better and trying to make sure we get things out there that look amazing. More experiences for you guys, right? So, but speaking of experiences, okay, because I'm going to segue.
All right,
I like to do
segue time. We're doing a transition, folks.
We do have Comic-Con coming up.
All right,
and
give us some alpha
we do
here.
have some really big.
I heard they were going to release a
very
Veve logo
shortly here, everybody. I know everyone's waiting with bated breath. What are we doing? What are we?
We've already released a con exclusive collectible. So I mean,
there we go. That was it, everybody. We're done. Oh God.
Oh man.
That actually was pretty amazing. A lot of people thought that was pretty exciting, which is really wild, right? But yeah, for sure. So this is just the logo up on screen, but I will cover in just a quick second. We're not going to show you what we're doing at this point yet, so stay tuned. But I can give you a little bit of information about our party. And I wanted to ask you guys, just before we get into that, your experience last year at New York City Comic Con. I know, Diana, you were there. I was there as well.
It'd be nice to go on the Veve Gala where they actually pay for your hotel.
Corey, we knew each other a little bit before that because we had actually met at Decon, right? Like right beside the Lambo. But I'll start with you, Diana. So how was your experience last year at New York City Comic Con, and specifically around the party and the event and just the fam and everything?
That was, I think, a couple of months after I started at Veve. So it was my first time meeting everyone in person, first time meeting the fam in person, first time really getting to understand the family that, the Veve community is, and getting that experience firsthand. So for me, it was just such an exhilarating experience because I was just brought in with so much love and being welcomed.
You're just joining
the team, the community.
Make sure you go here.
Everyone was so
and open
lovely.
up and
they
leave
just wanted to,
in the
just
Veve
immerse
chat.
me in all
That way you can, not my chat, in the actual Veve chat.
Such a lovely time.
Hey, there's
with
Mr.
everyone.
V.
And the party, especially, just getting to meet people and just laugh and share stories.
And Will,
I got connected with so many people.
That would be a lot of fun to go
friends.
to.
And so it was just such a nice environment. And
I guess all I need is
that's
a
the beauty
logo.
of these Comic Cons is that
the mods
get
over
to
there
meet
racing
people,
the
but you
comments
end up
about
making
Veve
lifelong
Are they
friends
really?
from it as well. And I just
Why?
absolutely love these events for that reason.
Oh, I like.
And I think
if people are
the
being like,
Veve
when
community is so
Veveverse, I can
welcoming
see
that
that. They're
anyone
not going to
coming
let that
in
go
would
through.
just be welcomed with so much love and just passion, really. So I was really taken aback, to be honest, because I have been to gaming conventions where it's kind of similar. Everyone's really happy and passionate and all of that, but the community don't welcome you in the same way that the Veve fam do. And so for me, it was like this very, very different experience where I was just like, oh my gosh, this is such a powerful community that we have. And it just made me so proud to be a part of Veve, even though I was only there for like 2 months at that time.
That's what a way to start.
Yeah,
Not that
exactly.
many people there. Is that it?
That's
One,
awesome. It
two,
was really
three,
great meeting
4,
you too,
5,
right? And
6,
we had a
7,
good conversation. It was really cool. It was really neat to meet
10,
you. And
11, 12,
obviously
only
it's been awesome
14, 15
since, right?
people.
And Corey, I know you were there. We saw you. I didn't get a chance to see you too much because I know you were working. Both of you guys were working super hard. I went there, I was just a fan, right? I was just running around, like woohoo.
Man, I really wanted to
Or
go
you
to
guys
this
were like up
this
all night
year.
working hard and stuff. How was it for you at this, especially at the party and also around the whole event?
I think our memories of it are different because I don't think I worked the party. I think I just worked on drinking free
Oh yeah,
drink
I meant
tickets essentially.
outside the event.
But,
It's true. And you were not. If you were working there, that would have been.
yeah, I always enjoy the parties. It's the best because you talk to so many people and you just see them by their PFP, and there's just something different about standing across from someone and having an actual conversation. And kind of like what Diana said, you're in a space full of people that like the same things you like. That's kind of why we're all there together. And so that takes a little bit of the social edge off of it, because with like a gaming convention or a lot of the conventions that I've went to, there might be people there that just have vastly different interests than you do, and you don't really have a common ground. Like they might be about something that's totally different than what you're about. But whenever it comes to these Veve parties, like literally everyone there is, the Veve fam, and like we're all into the same thing. We're all here for the same reason.
Right.
And I thought the venue last year was pretty cool, but the venue this year is
yeah.
awesome. I'm like super stoked for that.
What?
Hey, we're
I
gonna
know.
show it.
In
Let's do
Brooklyn?
it. All
I
right.
wanted to bring this up because we were allowed to tell you
Oh.
just a little bit, and you're going to find out more in just a few days. So,
Nice.
hold on. But it's going to be at Musica, the big Veve. But we're talking about the party here. Of course,
Ooh.
Veve we have our booth, and you guys everyone's going to hear all about that and how amazing that's going to look and everything.
Booth.
Yeah, and this is going to be on the 17th of October is when the Veve party is going to be. It's going to be at Musica, and we're doing something different. So this is just their website, you guys. We can't confirm or deny that any of this will be at the party. I don't know. We'll see what that. I thought it could have been you right there. Because there you are, Corey. That's you.
Am I the one in that ball that's swinging
Wow.
around at the top?
Yeah, that's me, and with the thing on the. No, but it's going to be amazing. All reports, all accounts. I mean,
Nice.
we're obviously ourselves
All right.
learning about it as well. And but what we can tell you though is that there's going to be something really special around how the ticketing happens. We've had it in the past. We're going to have different kinds of ways of doing it. We're going to have a whole article that's going to come out and explain it. It's going to involve digital collectibles and things like that. It's going to be really cool. There's going to be different kind of levels of it, of tiers, something really unique. So just stay tuned over the next, hopefully few days here when we come out with it. I won't tell you the exact date, but
Hit that like
very
button if you
soon,
haven't
everyone's
yet.
going to
One
learn
more.
all
Oh, no, we're
about
at 10.
the party's going to be about, how we're going to get in there. I'm super pumped about it because when I went to this party last year, I mean, I was just hanging out, and then I see these pictures here, like this, maybe I'll be right in there. Maybe I'll be over here.
You guys will need to take photos and then just draw a little stick figure of me in there, because unfortunately I'm not going, but I'll be there in spirit.
Yeah, well, you know what? We never got a chance to do a live stream, around the Disney convention, the D23 that you guys absolutely. We should actually bring that up really quick because you guys killed it there. And we want to thank you so much. I mean, that was amazing. But both Corey and I were at the San Diego one, which we had a good time. Then you guys took over and did the D23, and that was amazing. So, and I know that was a step up in terms of the booth and everything you guys did. Maybe just quickly touch on that too, Diana. Yeah. Do you mind? Because we love to hear, because Corey and I both weren't at that one. And how did that experience go for you at D23?
I mean, it was my first time working at the booth. So for me, it was really amazing just to have all these new people coming in and just asking what we are all about and giving to explain to them what digital collecting is, what the collectibles are. We gave away the D23 logos, which everyone at the con was just super excited about.
Yeah.
And yeah, we sold out of the Spider-Man comic in not even day 2. And so for us, it was just it was so amazing to see people love comics. People who you wouldn't think love comics were coming up to us and was like, oh my God, there are comics at D23. I think we were the only ones selling comics as well. And so, yeah, people were just super excited. We had people just absolutely loving seeing Eagle show off the Olaf and Sentinel in AR and the Stormtrooper. And we had these little sweet old ladies coming in and just being so excited, teaching them about digital collectibles and showing them the collectibles we had in AR, and they were just mind blown. They were like, "Oh, I'm gonna go and download the app now." And I mean, you would have seen it in some of the videos that
couldn't
we
get my
shared on
mom to
social,
download
but
that.
we had an amazing team who helped us out at the booth and at the con. We had, shout out to, Omi Hermes, Max Janey, and obviously Veve Magic, who were there just really bringing
They're
the
amazing.
love to the rest of the attendees at D23. So it was an amazing time. I think, if anyone has not been to D23, highly recommend it, especially if you love Disney, because it was such a good time as a Disney fan, getting to see Mickey Mouse come out with like the drum line and doing his little dance. It was so cute.
Read Pop by
That's
Reed
absolutely
Pop.
awesome. Yeah. Well, we can't be at all the events, each of us. We couldn't be at that one. I know that you mentioned you're going to be at New York, but at some point we'll all be at the same event together. And with the Veve fam, but we'll have the fam there, right? So it's going to be awesome. Yeah, for sure. And also we had these drop, remember, last year, which they got one
there's still like an open bounty out for those, right? The
did anyone
rarest one?
bounty on that?
I think that ended. Yeah.
Is it over?
Oh,
Did it get claimed? No.
Oh yeah, it was
I
over
don't
September
think so.
10th.
I don't
wasn't
think I think it was the number one or something was.
Yeah.
No, I don't think it got claimed. So
Man.
there's. I'm over here. I'm showing these because we had some really cool stuff happen at that one. So stay tuned for other cool stuff that we're going to have happen at this one with announcements.
He's got some good hair. I'll give him that.
So pretty awesome for sure. Pretty awesome. So guys, I think in the chat here, just a reminder, we had the giveaways during the live stream. We're pretty close to being done now. We're just hanging out, of course. But if you did comment in the chat, and which I can see a lot of people did, and thank you all for coming today. We really appreciate you all for showing up and having some fun with us. There is the giveaway that I mentioned earlier at the beginning. 3 of you are going to win a random Veve digital collectible. Our mods, our dedicated volunteers, and thank you so much, you guys.
Come on, mods, give it to me or give it to somebody.
They're going to do the random draw from the chat, just from your comments, and then connect with you, and we'll connect with you on either Discord or Instagram or X, and we'll get your username. We'll do the whole thing, and we'll announce the winners.
Comment in there.
We're going to try to do stuff like that, something fun every live stream. But Corey, do you have any final last words you want to do here, just before we head out for the day? And
just if you missed the start of this, the 2 big announcements is obviously our partnership with Stanley Gibbons, which is just major, the most prestigious and well-known stamp, dealers in the entire world. So we've announced our partnership with them, which is not just ushering in potentially any stamp in the whole world, which is because unlike USPS or New Zealand Post, where the stamps that we get from those organizations are stamps that government or that entity released, this is a stamp dealer. So they've got all the stamps in the entire world.
Yes, I don't understand. They're going to have a
for us to
picture
sell
of
those.
the
So that really
stamp?
kind of opens up Pandora's box for stamps. And lets us kind of cherry pick, because who better to trust with picking rare and exclusive stamps than, I don't know, the most prestigious stamp dealers in the whole world. So it's kind of good to have them on board with us as a partner. And the way these stamps are going to be released is going to be completely unprecedented. I can't wait for us to be able to share more details on that. And then obviously we did the Maserati announcement. That's our other big brand reveal. And, the GT2 is just the start, just like we had our first Lambo, but this will always and forever be the very first car that we release from Maserati.
I just want to raise
for that.
They have that track.
It gives me the warm and fuzzies on the inside. Pretty decent addition size, I think, for the first ever car. Gives everyone a shot. If you're here and you're playing the game at this point in time, you got a good shot of being able to add this to your collection and add a little piece of history. But beyond that, can't wait till we do this again, Aaron, Diana. Just shoot me a message. The only day I can't do it is the second Thursday of the month, because I have to do the level 100 stuff, and I love getting to hang out with them.
Diana. So how about yourself? Any last things you want to shout out there or share just from our stream today?
Yeah, I mean, I the whole time you were saying, any last words, all I could think about was vroom vroom.
Yeah, vroom vroom.
But yes, for those of you who love Scarlet Witch, definitely go check out
Big A. He's selling his 141. Everyone
give you a
for
little bit of an
69,
introduction to Agatha Harkness, and then please go watch the show. I need people to talk to about it.
Exactly right. And everybody, make sure you read the great article that Dana put together right
Man,
here.
I better
And
win.
it's so awesome.
And
It
we're
gives
down
you a
to
really good
5
background.
people.
And
I'm
it's
ready to
right
get
on our
out of
blog.
here.
Like I said, if you go to our, our VV blog, you just hit comics right there. You scroll down, you can see it's right there. So it's right in there with all the comics, and it just gives you such a great background. And
Oh, more of these.
thanks,
They're awesome.
Diana. I read it, like I said, a few times. That's why I'm reading it at the bottom. I was almost like I memorized it already. So I have to go and look at some
I
of those
appreciate
books. Well, it's so I look at our walls, right? We're all the thing about us. We're like all of us. We're just so into this, right? So
it.
I want to
Yeah.
thank you two guys for coming out today too. It's just so fun to do this with you. Doing lives is like one of my most favorite things in the world, especially with the crowd that
Really?
comes out here. Big shout out to everyone who came to show up today. Thank you so much for coming. Obviously, we had a packed show, so we didn't get to the chat as much as some of the other shows will do.
Totally free.
And
That's
we really
what,
want to thank Oscar too for coming out, taking the time. It was late at night for him.
I just want to
and
be
he
able to
came
drive him
on,
around.
and,
I mean, I used to do
it was
Grand
so
Theft Auto
cool.
just to
And
drive
I
around.
just, like
so.
Corey said, I can't wait for you guys to see
Yeah,
what's
it's
going
gonna
to
be
happen
good.
with that, because when you have these kind of different elements, like he says, it's going to be kind of different. You've never seen it before. I did mention maybe some kind of physicality. You'll have to wait and see, but it's going to be pretty awesome, right? So coming up next, pretty much we have just announcements coming up. Like I said, the New York City Comic Con coming up. We have more stuff announcing on the drops. We have more news coming out. So just stay tuned to our socials, and make sure everybody hit our Discord up. Our mods are from Discord. OMW and Josh, they came from our Discord. They're dedicated every day. They're in there doing drop
You're
shows
going back
all the
and
time.
picking up
They're in
the
there
Ron
like
English
having
stuff?
games and like, making the fam do have lots of fun stuff. So hit our Discord and stay tuned to our socials.
Pizzao.
That's about it. Should we end on the video?
I'm rolling the outro.
How do you know if
then.
you won? They just
Okay,
contacted
that's
you,
Roll
I guess?
that- I want to see that video again with all sound. I hope I've watched it like 10 times. but-
Oh, okay, all
I'm
right.
certainly not going to win with how annoying I was. All right, so is that it? All right. I don't know what to say. What do I say now? All right, there we go. We're gonna get a little look at this thing. I mean, it doesn't look bad, but it doesn't. It looks like a cartoon to me. It doesn't. If I showed you a picture of this in real life, it's gonna look real. I do like, the glare in the hood, but I don't know. I really want stuff to start looking like it's absolutely real. All right, that was fun. So was hoping we get some interesting stuff on the logo. We didn't, and there's 188 on there. We were at 180 earlier, so I might have made a mistake buying another one, but we shall see. I do have that 1905, which probably won't sell, but I'll hold on to it for a while. All right, Pete, I guess that's it. We didn't really get anything that exciting as far as info on Veve, except this Penny Black. We might have some type of digital thing with StanleyGibbons.com, so that could be interesting. So we'll have to see how that goes. But anyways, unless you guys want to talk about something real quick, I'm probably gonna head out of here. I don't know if there's anything else to really talk about. I was hoping they'd have something about the logo. Obviously, that was supposed to be dropped on the Comic-Con or at the Comic-Con in New York. But I do think they're going to replace it with something. So if they're going to replace it, that's great. And now we got the Maserati coming up this weekend. I don't think we have anything else. I mean, I like the way it looks, but I'm going to hoard my gems on this one. I'll probably go in the market and try to get a good mint. I don't know. All right, there's the wifey. She wants me out of here. All right. Well, there you go, folks. That's it for me. I will be out for the weekend, but I will be back next Tuesday. If anything interesting happens, I might pop on, but I doubt it. Hope everyone is doing well and you have a great weekend. Let's see. They were replacing, I hope so, with the red version, the red metallic Marvel logo. It would drive people nuts if they did that. But yeah, that would be kind of cool. What's up, Pixel Pudding? Good to see you. See. Yep. Thank you. You have a good weekend too. Thanks for dropping by for a second. Good luck, everyone. Hopefully you're going to win. I guess you get contacted by Veve if you got chose chosen in the Discord. I'd like to know who actually won. But yes, Adrian, good evening. It's like morning there, right? I don't know how many hours ahead, but yes, go have it's good. Veve Zombie. Now everyone's gonna come in. They want to talk about this stuff. The wifey told me I have to go. I was only coming on for a short amount of time, but it's good to see everyone here. Yeah. It's midnight. All right. Perfect. All right. Well, everyone go enjoy your night. Enjoy the weekend. Spend some time with the family, touch some grass, touch some women or men, whatever you're into. And hang out with your family, enjoy your baby, fun under the sun. And I'll see you guys next Tuesday. And Big A should be here. I really like having him on the stream. It makes it more fun for me. I think it makes more fun for everyone there. And we'll be working on making the streams a little bit better, maybe more entertaining. So, keep coming and you'll see what we have in store. All right, everyone. Have a great night.